Greetings everyone. Wait, you recording? Here you are. Alright, greetings everyone. We are now going to be looking at the archaeological sites. We have the Acropolis in front of us. I'm not going to be going up there today. I'm doing the Acropolis tomorrow, but for example, I can kind of show you what's up here. You can kind of see stuff.
That's what oh, that's the ticket I was giving you. That's how passport. We're witnessing the fall of a dictatorship.
You know, I'm 20 years old and I can't do anything that I want. It's not Thursday every time I try and do something and then like leave it.
Let's walk up there. Not sure if we're allowed to record here, but fuck it. Interesting. So the Acropolis has the Temple of Athena at the top, and then another temple. I forgot what it's called. I'll figure that out when I get there. Yeah, there's a lot of temples around here. There's a Temple of Zeus, Temple of Athena, Temple of Poseidon in Sunion, and I believe there is some other temples dotted about that are kind of more destroyed now. But as you can see, this stuff's huge, man. And to think that the ancient people are the ones that built this stuff, when we can't even do this stuff now. We can barely do this now. And what, 3,000 years ago, they constructed this sort of thing? Odeon of Herodotus Atticus. Oh, it's a amphitheater. Interesting. So I believe that is where I am at the moment, or potentially over here. I'm not 100% sure. Places you can't go. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at the size of these bricks. Some would say, you could say it would be pre-Greek, like the size of the stones. Look at these. All these broken stuff. Look at the size of those, man. And look at how perfectly precise they're cut. I wonder if that's why it costs 1,200 euros to film in these places. Because people with the eyes to see and the ears to hear will understand and kind of see things. Very interesting. No tickets for the Acropolis. It is on your right and up the hill. Follow the path. Okay. Interesting water fountain. Drink bit. They either have to have had like a stupid amount of people to build this sort of thing, or some sort of technology we are not aware of nowadays, because you're not going to see anything like this in modern times, especially made out of stone. Stone is heavy as fuck. Are these drill holes? Or are they like test drill holes where they've tested probably where they've tested, yeah, I think it's where they've tested what sort of, how old it is. I don't know, there's a lot of holes though. Interesting. So you can go up there. I'm not going to the top of the Acropolis today. Might as well walk around it though. Yeah, if my camera gets too hot, I will have to pause recording for a bit. What's this? Interesting. Triangle with a hole in it. Very intriguing. If you didn't notice, no, I didn't record it actually because it was a church. I went into the main cathedral of Athens and they had a big all-seeing eye in there. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the previous section either, but Catholicism is a very potent spiritual, you could say, religion. Pre-Christianity, they were revering multiple saints, essentially like a polytheistic religion. They did envision one creator, but honestly most polytheistic religions have one source form, aka a creator, a universal creator. There's a lot of people up here. I wonder if these stones have been here for a while. Doubt it.
Really go in front of the theater.
A lot of people up here.
我们先往下走，然后有2位老师他还
So that entrance there to the Acropolis. Come here tomorrow. Go this way. And to think that they actually bring all these stones up a massive fucking hill as well. Like, this place is very, very hilly. I wonder where they actually got the stones from, because it's probably similar to Stonehenge, where they got them like miles away, and they seemingly brought them over with just people and rope and wood and shit. Tickets office. I'm gonna get my ticket somewhere that's not at the Acropolis, because the Acropolis is packed as fuck. Loads of people here though. I'm gonna go look for somewhere to get, oh actually no, let's go up here. I do need to go get a drink. I want to grab like an iced coffee or something. Yeah, let's go up there quickly.
Go, dude, you gotta definitely bang on. Nico! 그늘 밑에 한번 보일게요, 나무 그늘 밑에.
Wait, can you go up there? So you can't go up that way. You can go up this way.
Oui, hey, tu te souviens-tu le canon?
Ah oui, mais ça c'est tout.
Ça c'est cool.
Areopagus Hill. Yeah. So as I was mentioning about Stonehenge is a lot older than they say it is. The carbon dating on those stones and the algae produced means that those stones are older than they say. These are slippery rocks. What's this? You can tell a lot of people walking here because it's hella slippery. Holy! That is where I climbed yesterday. Another church. There's a hill over there. Very much a trip hazard here. Hella slippery rocks. I think that's the Agora. Either the Roman Agora or the Greek Agora. Another temple over there. We need to get a point of view of things, so I think we might go down there today. And then we'll check it. I'm not going to be able to view everything in my time here, but I'll try to view as much as possible. Yeah, I think we're going to go to that temple over there, whatever that is, and the Agora. But first, let's get some fluids in me. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here and start recording when I feel like it. Actually, I changed my mind. We'll go quickly record here quickly. See what this view has to offer. Falling hazard. You don't stay.
بالك في زحليق.
Go over there. It's a better view. It's a nice view. Nice little meditation spots. Alright, now I'm gonna go grab some drink. So I've just eaten here. Bamboo Vegan. Dope place. Very banging sandwiches. While I'm here though, I just want to talk about something. One second. So, it's very easy to eat a plant-based diet. Ooh. In Greece. So easy. Everywhere does vegan food, even if it's not like a vegan place. They'll most likely do vegan food. There's a lot of vegetarian places. You can just ask them to swap sort of cheese out or something like that. They'll just see a stray dog. Oh no, it's a dog. Someone walking a dog. Yeah, it's very easy to switch out and stuff. You know, little dog. But one thing I wanted to mention as well is Google Maps for public transport sucks. Yesterday on my way to the apartment, basically Google Maps told me to take a bus called A2. It said it was gonna swing around and go down to where I needed to go. So I got on the bus. Is that like a public park? What is this? I have no idea what this says. Paid walking tours. Run against the spirit and identify the place. I'm confused. Apologies for that, I just got a bit distracted about some intriguing looking area. But as I was saying, the Google Maps for public transport is a bit iffy. Basically the bus took me like the opposite direction. Luckily I double checked Google Maps again while the bus was en route early, because I would have been on the other side of Athens probably. Spanner. So that's one thing. So, well, two things: the easy vegan food and the public transport is a bit funky. But one thing to consider is there's always a lot of outdoor seating areas, as you can see, which is sweet because it's hot around here and you want to sit outdoors. It's nice to eat and sit outdoors, especially when you've got loads of cats chilling around. Some of them want food, but some of them just chill. But for now, I'm gonna go visit the Agora and that temple that I saw earlier. So I'm gonna pause it now. Well, stop recording now. Get there, and I'll start recording again. But yeah, very interesting trip. Very good food, good people. Yeah, I'll pause for now. One small note to make. I was always wary of like Apple Watches and like watches with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth signals emitting from them. I used to kind of have problems with those where I would kind of feel like tingling sensations. But now that it's kind of been eradicated, I think the more you, aka raise your vibration, the less these sort of things affect you. Because yeah, it doesn't really affect me anymore. And it's very handy. This little thing basically telling me where to go. I don't need to get out my phone, just look at my wrist. Piece of piss. And it's good for traveling, but depending on certain areas and who you are, you don't want to be having your phone out all the time because you might just get robbed. Me myself, I don't think anyone's going to try and rob me. You need to think of a criminal mindset. Criminals go for vulnerable people, okay? If you have a dude walking about, no earphones in, looks slightly built, they're not going to try and rob you. I'm gonna fuck someone up if they try to rob me. Obviously if they don't have a weapon. If they are a weapon, it's a bit of a different story, because I'm kind of like, got nothing. But yeah, that's one thing to talk about. I haven't really seen many issues around. I have, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I have seen videos of people talking about like pickpocketers and stuff like that, but I haven't even gone to those areas. I don't even need to. I'm actually kind of staying in a very nice area. So I'm waiting for the traffic lights, and I swear, people in Greece drive like nut jobs, man. I've kind of forgot my train of thought now. Oh yeah, yeah. There is, don't really see that many homeless people. It's funny though, I've seen a Muslim that seems homeless outside of a church. I was like, oh, what are you doing outside of a church? Even though they are Judeo-Christian religions, it's a bit, well, there's a Catholic church as well, which is intriguing. But yeah, people will typically sit outside. We're not blind. Fucking, see what I mean? Driving like fucking nut jobs. It was a green light for me and the dude nearly ran me over. What is over here? Excuse that sound. That's a bobcat digger thing. What is this? Yeah, they've always got loads of little interesting places like this. Like little oddballs just kind of everywhere. England does really need to take note though. The infrastructure, even though Athens is stupidly dense, like stupidly dense, if you watch the Mount Lycabettus climb, you can see how dense this city is. They have like, I believe like on certain days, only certain cars with certain license plates are allowed to drive around. But again, like Amsterdam, they have those tickets where you can basically just jump on a bus, jump on a tram, jump on a train. It's a piece of piss. Imagine doing that in the UK, and that's going to cost you like £60 a week to do shit like that. But yeah, let me get to Temple of Hephaestus. I've just seen what its name is on Google Maps, and I'll be back with you. Okay, just walking to the temple, and I found an archaeological site. Come look at it. Not going to do a full circle. I'll walk this way though, and then I'm not going to read this one out. Archaeological site of the city hall. What was it? Ah, it's a cemetery. Well, it was a cemetery. It says at the bottom, after an invasion, The cemetery fell into disuse and the complex of pottery workshops covered much of its area. Over 30 pottery kilns were excavated. Interesting. Oh, you gotta wonder. Look at those. That's again like Peru. And all of these large walls being found all over the world. Here's a grave, look at that. Oh yeah, more graves there. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh, God. Long hair problems. Very, very interesting. What's over that bit? I'm guessing that's where like the pottery part is. This definitely looks like a cemetery. Didn't see any remains in it, so I'm probably assuming those have been taken out. But you can see different layers of society here. This is clearly looking like somewhat Roman, but then those big fat ones over there look older. Again, most likely the Greeks potentially built on a civilization that was already here. Same to the Egyptians. That's what happened with the Egyptians. The pyramids were already there, my friends. They've been there for a very long time. Not gonna walk that way, let's walk this way. Yeah, the pyramids have been there for much longer than people think. The Egyptians don't even speak about building the pyramids, which means they were there prior to the Egyptian, quote-unquote Egyptians, aka descendants of Atlantis. They didn't speak about it at all. There is theories that the pyramids are built on what's called primeval mounds, which is very similar to the Irish building mounds. And then there's actually connections with Irish and Egyptians, believe it or not. Yes, there is Egyptian DNA found in Ireland. If you don't believe me, look it up. God Kings of Ireland, Egyptian DNA found in Ireland. The Egyptians were traveling around the world teaching people, okay? The Egyptians were in Australia. If you don't believe me, you can Google this. Google Egyptians in Australia. They sailed there. There's even it's a burial ground. So the people that were there, they were kind of buried there. But yeah, there's Egyptian symbolism in Australia, which means they most likely reached the Philippines and those lands like Japan. And as far as I'm aware, Angkor Wat in Cambodia in ancient Egyptian means the god Horus lives. Greetings pigeons, how are you all doing? Loads of bloody pigeons. What goes down there? Is it a pigeon camp? Why are there so many pigeons in this bit? Am I going the right way? This way. See, this watch thing is bloody handy. I do not need to get my phone out. Look at my wrist. Tells me where I'm going. Anyway, yeah, again, I'll pause until I get to the temple unless I see something interesting. Don't know what this bit is, but another point of interest. Again, look at the scale of this stuff. So this isn't the Temple of Ephesus. I need to go right apparently. Ticket office. I do need to get a ticket. Where is the ticket office?
You're here. Oh, you got the number 4.
Right, I don't know if I'm allowed to record in there, but there's a ticket office. Oh, it's down there. Okay, interesting. Yeah, look at the size of the bricks again. This is probably why they don't want you recording in here. The scale of things in a civilization that apparently wasn't as civilized as us is incalculable. I'm gonna go get a ticket because I'm gonna need it for everything else. Interesting. So you can video, but you can't video for YouTube. Confusing. So technically I can record, but I need to be quiet. Strange as that sounds. Oh, another cat. Late Hellenistic houses. So again, I've got to be very cautious, essentially, with my mouth. I'm going to do it on my phone, just to make it look less awkward. There's obviously parts that you can't go to. Interesting. I mean, it's a bit confusing though, because if I was recording for YouTube but I wasn't speaking, is that something that you can do? I'm not too sure. But yeah, look at the scale of this. So this is Hadrian's library. Look at those stones again.
외국인들이 데이팅 앱으로 많이 만난대.
데이팅 앱?
Another one of those scenarios. Old. What's the recording called? New. Old. And the Greeks and Roman time period isn't that much different. So that's something you need to take into consideration. I'm not going to read that out, but if you want to read that, go for it. Oh, pause the video. So yeah, essentially if I was pointing the camera and speaking into it and stuff like that, technically not allowed to do that. Auditoria. New, old. You can tell two different civilizations were here. It's not just Romans and Greeks, I think. More to it. Well, you can go through here. I just want to walk through this arch for the sake of it. I wonder how many ancient people have walked through this arch. No mortar. No mortar. If you're wondering what I mean by no mortar, check out the Peru walls. And the walls found all over the world. Over there. Mosaic. Interesting. They've been repairing it. No mortar. Nothing in between these bricks holding them together. Yet they stayed together. Okay, I think that is it for Hadrian's Library. I'll stop the video here. And we'll see you at the Temple of Hephaestus and the Agora.
Pero que ha estado está tan en buen estado que se puede.
Tell me that isn't machine cut to slot into another thing. One more thing to show you. The exit. Matos. Another point of interest, the east side of the ancient Agora and the Still of Athens. Interesting. the entrance to this. Alright, I'm gonna go in there in a bit. I just need to find some place to grab some water and stuff. This bit spans all the way down here, man. To think this was built like 4,000 BC. I think, no, 3,000, 4,000, 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. Ancient Athenian agora. Current excavations northwest corner. See, they're currently working here. Well, not currently, but you know what I mean. The northwest area of the ancient agora and the temple of Hephaestus, which is up there. Okay. Okay. Right. There's no more bits here. I'm gonna pause, get some water, and then we're gonna go in.